Well, I was trying to get her to put on her Chucky shirt for this video, but she won't do it. She's not a true fan. I wanted to show off actually a Chucky poster real quick that I'm pretty sure most people may have seen, but I still meant to show it off. Because this is fucking cool, right? I think they could like probably. I'm sure there would be collectors out there who would buy these chairs if they made them. But I just had an appreciation for how intricate this thing is. You got the heads of who is that? Glinda and Tiffany doll as the handles there. And then in the background you see the Jack in the Box. I believe the Jack in the Box was like on the poster for Chucky, the second Child's Play movie. And yeah, bats, hammers, needles, all kinds of cool shit in this thing. This thing's awesome. I thought that was a really well done.
I don't know what the hell's going on. He must be going to hell and ruling hell or something, because there's so many things that are talking about hell for this season.
Could be expanding the lore, and maybe that's part what of his master plan is. I don't know. But anyway, so episode 2, Chucky comes for the sinners, babe. What did you think about it?
I like this episode a lot. Something that I don't remember what the intro was for the first episode, but that's something that I always like. The different items they have flip into the letters for Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
That's
intros.
Chucky. I love those intros. They're always quirky to the episode and are relevant. They make sense and they're funny and they're cool. I like them. It's a small detail that you don't have to do, but they do take the time to do it and it works well. And I like it.
Yeah. So I did enjoy this one as well. It definitely feels like they're taking more time to develop the characters this season in different ways, and taking their time to do that. But there was a few problems I had, maybe just one or two minor ones, which we'll get into. But I would say overall, I would give it an 8 out of 10, because I can see that they're building some solid character stuff that'll probably lead for some moments to pay off pretty satisfying down the line.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a tough road to follow with shows like this that are kind of silly, to also develop the characters and take them seriously as well. Which is good, as long as it pays off, we'll see. So anyway, we'll go over some of the little shots here that we want to talk about. So we start off with the scene. Finally, we get to see Nika at Jennifer Tilly's mansion again. I was wondering if this mansion is like Tiffany's real, the actress. Or what is the actress's actual name? I get so
Jennifer
fucking
Tilly.
confused with this. Okay, the actress is actually
Tiffany is the Chucky's girlfriend.
Okay.
So she's Tiffany possessing Jennifer Tilly's body.
Okay, so I wonder if this is her real life house, that they use, because they're so meta with this, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, she wakes up, finds the Tiffany head, and then she was saying she's an expert for that. This is like a Bride of Chucky reference, maybe, because they had the mirror bed back in Bride of Chucky. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's just a little callback to that. I don't know. And then so she's still got Nika a prisoner. Like, super tough to see her like this, right? Just so brutal.
It is funny to see her with this new attitude, though, of the way that she is, just very kind of fuck you, but still funny about it.
Yeah, nonchalant, kind of just accepting it. Because if this happened to anybody, really, hopefully the audio is not too loud again. If this happened to anybody, really, they probably would have lost their mind.
Right, you can't even kill yourself. You literally can't do anything. You can't eat. You can't wipe your own ass. You can't even fucking kill yourself. You couldn't even fucking wipe an eye booger away if you wanted to. You literally can't do it.
Yeah, but she's just embraced it because she's been, I guess, suffering her whole life, kind of. But the actress does such an incredible job. Her name's Fiona Dorff, Brad, the voice of Chucky's daughter, of course. I wasn't a fan of this effect at first. I was like, what the fuck? Maybe they did it last season, but I see why they did it later on, because they have to show a way to tell that she's talking to Chucky in her own head, which is an interesting thing that I don't think we saw at all last season. So yeah, it's a cool take. But yeah, her laugh, just the way she sells it up is just crazy. There's the intro you're talking about, but yeah, that laugh.
Yeah, she does amazing.
She sells the shit out of that. I would be down, or I could see them doing once. yeah, Brad gets older, and maybe they want to have him have a daughter somehow in this, and I don't know, do something with Nika where she can carry it on in a certain way. I'd be totally fine with that.
That would literally be the only way I'd be fine with it.
Yep, she does great, and you can tell she knows it. So, yeah, new intro, cool. Picture frames. Let's see. So we get.
I am curious. I know this is kind of a side note, really random. I wonder if she kind of fought against being involved in that, because most kids whose parents are famous, they're like, to them they don't give a fuck that they're famous. That's just their life. I don't really care what you do, and I have no fucking interest in what you do. Don't want to be connected. So I wonder if she was ever like that, or if she was always really like, yeah, I like this Chucky thing too, I want in.
I don't know. I think she handles it, seems like, with a lot of respect, because I've seen interviews with her and her dad, and she likes for him to do like the voice for her and things like that, because it's something that she holds really special. Like him being Chucky is really cool to her. So I'm sure she handles it with a lot of care,
respect, like like an idol, like whatever you want to fucking call that.
Yeah. She really looks up to him probably with that. So then we get the priest here. She said this was the same actor who plays
the dad and the uncle.
dad. So I'm curious, is this guy like, he's probably works on the set? He's maybe a writer.
He's in tweets with Jennifer Tilly, and his name is Devin Sewall. That's what this guy's name is. He's literally always with Jennifer Tilly and Don Mancini. So I guess they just are like, let's just fucking put him in wherever we can, man.
Yeah, maybe he's a writer on the show, or just really a friend of theirs, or just a great actor that they want to keep hiring. Who knows? But they even referenced that at some point. I think he says, that guy looks like my dad, or reminds me of my dad. So anyway, we get the introduction to this. You're going to have to help me with names. I'm not good with names.
Oh, no, I'm Catholic. But I sinned this morning.
Maybe she says her name. What's her name?
Nadine, I think.
Nadine. New character, Nadine.
I don't particularly like her yet. I don't really know her that well yet, but I like the introduction of her character. I was telling him when we seen her that I was excited to see Lexi interact with females, because we've only ever seen her interact with Devin and Jake. Devin's his name, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And her ex, Junior,
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see her interact with a female, although I don't know how well it's going to go, because it seems like she doesn't want to be friends with her so far.
Yeah,
so
maybe some of the old Lexi coming out, but I do think she will serve to further redeem Lexi's character, and she may become like a new staple member of the group, it seems, but at the same time, I think there could be something off with her where she, I don't know, maybe betrays them down the line, something like that. I'm still not sure. But we'll see. I think she could be a nice new addition, because she is kind of a wacky, fun character to have around. And then it's interesting to see, of course, Jake having problems. Jake and Devin having problems at this place, being gay. It's even more tough for them here, right? So it's going to be interesting to see them try to hide that, maybe, or not. Cool.
And I'm excited for their relationship development now that they're going to be living together, because,
Yeah, more stuff could happen.
Be good.
And then started to get a little bit boring, to be honest, to me. It just felt like a lot of character stuff, which is fine, but it's not really what you come for a show called Chucky, right?
True.
Which I said, it's fine to certain degrees, but then we get this scene, which is great. It was in the trailer. Chucky making jokes.
Not particularly.
At the priest, like you would expect, or the, what do you call them, nuns?
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting a kick out of her with his cross.
Vampires, right?
That's not the first time he's killed someone to be a heart attack by scaring them, though. I'm pretty sure in the third one, he kills the chief or whatever at the boys, not the boys, but the military camp, the big camp.
Maybe so, but he makes his jokes, you want to pray, and delivered perfectly, making her think he's a vampire or something. And then the best part, we were dying at this, reminds you that this is the Chucky taking place in our current day, right? Like we haven't gotten before. Chucky's fucking snaps a pic.
We literally cracked up for like 5 fucking minutes. Obviously, this has something to do with his master plan, because he ran around taking pictures of everyone. But still, just seeing that. God damn. That shit was fucking fun as hell.
Yeah, and it was timed right too, I'll say, because the music, the score builds up like dun dun dun, and then it stops, and then the picture and the pan out. Yeah, I love that. That was great. That was great.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, so then we get some stuff with him, him shooting the middle finger here. Just great. Yeah, great effects on that
That
dog.
reminds me of the Bride of Chucky where he's crawling to put the shirt in the cop's gas tank and he flips off the guy who's smoking weed and he's like, rude fucking dog,
Yeah,
man.
he was stoned out.
How does
That was
someone go
funny.
through
So,
$100 million?
So yeah, you get Nika trying to kind of weasel her way out here. More, I guess, meta stuff. I'm sure the actress Jennifer Tilly, just the real actress, probably had a fun time with this because she's talking about her Simpsons money, like $100 million she lost, and yeah, some references. I wonder what movie this is that they're watching because obviously it's like a real movie,
Custody
the Jim Carrey movie
where it hurts.
that they got playing here
Either. Bullshit.
from back in the day.
You
But so my problem kind of comes into play here though, with Jennifer Tilly answering the door, or Tiffany, right? It's Tiffany, and you would expect somebody who's a murderer, killed a bunch of people, to be able to talk their way around the police. I don't know if this is. I'm not as familiar with everything as she is, but maybe this is within character because she's kind of so delusional, like Nika points out before, like she doesn't even live in reality at all, that whenever reality comes to face her at her front fucking door, then she flubs it up, but still, she's a kind of what do you call it, a smooth talker, I think, and can kind of manipulate people. Maybe she wanted him to come into the house, but it didn't seem like it. It seemed like she genuinely wanted him to go away and didn't know how the fuck to get him to go away. Searching up looking for Nika after she escaped. So I was like, this is only happening, and I feel like she's only messing up because they want to write her so they can get him inside and get him killed. That's the only reason she's fucking up. I think. It just felt weird.
I'm calling the
She is pretty good at talking to people. I think she just gets overly emotional. That's where her downfall has always been. She just gets some kind of overly emotional, but I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with Nika or whatever, but
Maybe.
she was kind of hitting some soft points about all money and stuff, so.
Yeah, maybe. But that was just me. It was just like, she's just a little bit more stupid here than what I would fucking expect her to be. Also, just to skip into her last little stuff, I guess, I felt like her her acting was kind of off. Maybe it kind of usually is. But at the end, whenever she kills the dude, it's almost like she's like, it was that cool shot, right? It's a cool shot.
Values are for
With her like being like the house suburb mom or whatever, who's just cooking and killing too. But the way she gives her performance, almost like she's talking like directly to the camera at some points, and I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to quite be like that. So yeah, I don't know. Some of it just with her, I was like, okay, this is a little. I don't know if I want to say cringe. Obviously, I'm glad that they got the actress back, and yeah, she's super iconic and everything. But some of it, I was like, I don't know about this. Anyway, so yeah, we get to see more of them dealing with Chucky terrorizing them at the place. I was thinking that they were going more of like a classic Chucky route where he's just like pulling pranks on them before he kills them, type deal. Maybe these photos were going to get exposed everywhere. But no, it seems like he's doing recon because they're starting like a big Chucky war because there's enough of them to do war, I guess, still left. So yeah, I do want that. I want like a Chucky like Avengers type like war. I think it would be cool to have like Andy team up, Nika team up, who else do we got? Just everybody, all the survivors team up and have all the Chucky dolls just running on them, and them all fight for like a big finale. I think that would be so epic.
The door?
But anyway, I thought this shit was hilarious too, because you never see Chucky. You always see him creeping around, but you never actually see him get
Caught.
get busted or not want to get like seen or be scared to get seen. So this was great. Yeah, she's doing the pills, sneaking around, and scares the fucking shit out of Chucky, and ends up scaring everybody else too. That. Some of the effects with the doll, you can't complain, but some of it just looked a little silly, like, whenever he, he's running away, or in the bathroom scene. There's like a scene where he like right here slides, and he just like it's sped up or something. I don't know, but that's being nitpicky. I understand. So, and then yeah, they tie up the Chucky doll, and we see that. Whoops, what is this? Abortion rights. Oh goodness.
When extremists tried to ban
We
abortion
see-
in their state, voters in Kansas.
We see Nika is talking to Chucky in her head and getting her escape plan and things like that. And yeah, and then we get the tease from what are they called? Glenn and Glinda coming in. And we saw the back of their heads in the trailer, but they don't show us anything of them here. Save that for next week, I guess. Hopefully, we get right into it. We do see their shoes, right? It looks like they got like the Tiffany type shoes and then the Chucky type shoes, split between them. So yeah, we can tell that, and I like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this one. Like I said, I think I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
I'm very excited for next week.
And yes, very excited for next week to see Glenn and Glinda. I'm glad that Don Mancini decided to follow up on that story, because we all wanted to know what happened more with that after, what was it, Bride?
Yeah, like I agree that the Seed of Chucky movie wasn't all that great, but I don't really think that it was a bad thing for them to introduce a child that also, like, I think it can work great, and I think they're going to do great with it, and I'm glad they're picking up on it.
Yeah. That was kind of ridiculous too. I left aside. I thought it was ridiculous how Devin got the drop on Chucky, because sometimes he's like really strong, and then other times like he was able to pin him down. I don't know. You gotta be careful with stuff like that. But again, I'm just being critical. Anyway, so let us know what you thought about it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.